Right, so I am here in Warsaw. As you can see, it's a beautiful part of science and culture. And we've got a guest with us today, a fellow Dominic. Dominic reached out to me on Instagram earlier from one of my videos you might have seen in Poznan when I was at Żabka getting the robot-made hot dog. And he reached out and said, if I'm in Warsaw, hit him up and he'll show me around town. So that's where we are right now.
Yeah, we're gonna show him the old ghetto building from World War II, where like the Jews used to hide because of the German occupation and everything. And it's one of the only ones that still remain in Warsaw, to be honest.
Yeah, so you were telling me that like there used to be more of these, but now there's only sort of the one remaining. And we're going to go and have a look. Interesting thing about Dominic is he actually used to live in England for like the first 13 years of his life. So you'll notice he's got a Barnsley accent.
Shout out to Barnsley, boys.
So yeah, man, shall we hit up the place?
Yeah, we can go
on the way. So I thought as well, on the way there, we might as well talk a little bit about some of the main differences you've noticed since moving to Poland from England, because you can kind of see it from both perspectives. Obviously, I've spent my whole life in England, and I just kind of come into to Poland to visit. Usually just Poznan. It's only my second or third time in Warsaw, but of course you can really see it from both sides, and you speak the language. So
exactly. Well, the main difference is the kind of housing they have in Poland. In England, you have your typical brick housing and stuff, but in Warsaw, well, it depends in which neighborhood you are, but like the neighborhood I live in, it's like blocks. So like it's a tall building, blocks. a lot of blocks. So it's just like 10 floors.
Yeah.
But they used to do that because they wanted to have as much room for as many buildings as they can. Yeah. Basically.
Because like space was at a premium, materials were at a premium, so
exactly.
Basically everyone was living in commie blocks, right?
Yeah.
So what sort of decade was the building you live in made? Do you know?
Around 80s, 70s.
87. Okay, so proper PRL times.
Yeah, that was when the PRL times were happening still. We weren't in the EU yet.
Yep.
We didn't have much money as well, so Poland was thinking of a bunch of ideas of how to have the most efficient way how to have a living space. Yeah, basically.
For sure. And it's quite similar across a lot of like the former Eastern Bloc, right? Yeah. So like if you're in when I was in Latvia last year as well, I noticed when you go out to the suburbs, a lot of blocks in a lot of countries like that. Yeah, for sure. But you can see here we're in the proper downtown of or centre rather, I suppose, of Warsaw. Right, so not only is Dominic showing me around here, but he's also sort of an up-and-coming rapper in the Warsaw scene here. So, do you want to sort of talk a little bit about your music and where you're going with that?
Yeah, so it was like last year, me and my friends were really into like Polish hip-hop 90s climate, and I'm into like as well 90s and old school hip-hop. That's my kind of style of music. And we were like, a year ago we were at my house and we're like, we should try music, like it could be a cool thing to do as a hobby. We started making some music and posted it on YouTube. It's not the best obviously because it's one of our first songs, but everyone was like, I have a really good voice, like I've actually got a really good voice. So I'm like, next month I made a song in English, like for the first time, and everyone loved it. Like they say I have a really good accent, and I overall have a good rhythm and I can just get into the beat very well. And I started making more music, and everyone's like, you need to do it in English, because when I rap in Polish it's not really good for some reason, but in English it's just incredible, people say. And I bought a new microphone, all the essentials you need for music, and I've just started making more music. I've made some beats now, and I'm going to be making some text for it as well. And my new song is coming out on Spotify on the 23rd of September, called Changes.
So if you want to check him out, link in the description to his Spotify and his YouTube channel, so you can check out his latest hit and show him some love. Go over there, like, subscribe to his channel, check it out on Spotify, and you never know, guys, you might be the next big hit here in Poland. So you're seeing on this building here, all these holes are from bullets from back in the day. So this week from World War II, I'm guessing, yeah?
Yeah, this is from during the ghetto in Warsaw.
And there's sort of
in English there.
Where's that?
The blank board there.
Oh, let's have a look. So you can see they've built like a new development on top of it or
Yeah.
behind it, but they've still kept sort of the
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
like a facade or like
old,
yeah,
new.
old meets new. So what's this? In this place, in the years of 1940 to 42, how do you say that?
Valitov, that's the street.
Valitov Street was divided by the ghetto wall. All right, so that's all sort of where they divvied people up from one side to the other. Wow, as you can see, it's still plenty bullet holes. Crazy. Just makes you wonder what the rest of the city was looking like. If like this is just one of the walls that's preserved, and of course it's just new developments and stuff, and that's a bit old, of course, but you can imagine most of the city was pretty badly banged up. So
This must have been an old shop as well, I'm guessing. All closed up. And this is the old building as well, the one I'm talking about.
also, is this the one that
Yeah.
was used for the Jewish
Yeah.
hideout?
This
All
is
right,
the
awesome.
one.
Well, yeah, should we go closer and have a look?
Yeah, sure.
So, do you know if there was a specific part of the building that they were hiding in, or was it throughout? Was it there a basement, an annex, or?
My guessing is probably the attic in the basement. That's usually where most of the Jews used to hide. This building is 100 years old, over 100 years old now as well. But it's one of the only remaining ones. you
So,
can
what
still
was
find.
this building before then? Was it just
It
an
was
apartment building, or?
It was just an apartment building. Normal Poles used to live, but then obviously the war happened and it became a Jewish hideout during the ghetto.
Shame we can't get any closer, right? It's all
No, I don't think so.
it's all tied off. I mean, probably for safety, right? It doesn't look too too stable. It's amazing. So why this one specifically, though? Because I'm sure there was lots of hideouts, right? So why? Do you know why this one's like specific, or why this one's saved? Because you've got this right here, and then we've got the wall on the opposite side.
To be fair, my guessing is probably this is the one that had the best condition, I would say. The one that didn't look like it was gonna fall down
Yeah.
soon. So that's why they probably kept it. It was probably in a stable condition still. That's my guessing.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's quite a big building, man, isn't it? What's that?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories, and probably with a basement as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
Now the birds have taken over.
now the pigeons have took over. Yeah. Alright, amazing. Right, that's really cool, man. Thanks for showing us this place. See, I'm sure I've walked past here before when I was in Warsaw, and I would never know. So that's the benefits of having a local guide, because you can find all the little hidden gems. Like, there's so much history in this city, but if you don't know what you're looking for, you'll just walk straight past it. So behind us here, we can see there's we've got some writing on the wall here. So do you want to tell us what that says and what it means?
It says Kamienica, which basically means like a building made out of bricks, basically. Like that's how they used to do it back in World War II and everything. That's the material they were using.
Because it's not as common now, or if you look at
Yeah,
that building
it's-
there, which is
It's
more
not
modern.
common for bricks now in
bricks,
Poland.
like that's more just sort of prefab concrete blocks.
Yeah, that's more of like a 80s style now. These blocks. This is more of a World War II style.
World War II and
And
pre-war.
now you have
and now we have
the
that, yeah.
21st century style. It's a massive difference.
Yeah, it's actually quite cool because you've got a place here of like massive contrast. You've got sort of pre-World War II, you've got like post-World War II during the communist era,
Exactly.
and then we've got sort of modern Poland here, and they're like huge glass buildings and lovely apartments. It's crazy, yeah. Like Warsaw is a mix of everything. It's got old, new, and tons of history. It's a really unique place.
Yeah, but I just think the palm tree is pretty cool. It gives that kind of American vibe, in my opinion.
So this is like a decorative, like a statue of a palm tree, right? So it's not
Yeah.
a real one.
Yeah, they just made a fake palm tree, but they made it look pretty good, to be fair.
This is at one of the sort of large crossings here.
Yeah.
And you see just down there is one of the biggest clubs in
Yeah.
Warsaw as well.
Exactly.
So that sort of concludes our little Warsaw adventure. So I appreciate Dominic showing us
I
around.
appreciate you coming as well.
We'll be back. I'll be back here. And I'm sure we'll make some more videos. So this will be the outro for the video where we went to sort of that Jewish area where Jews were hiding during World War II in the ghetto area, and there'll also be a video of us taking the metro as well. So that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, that's us from Warsaw. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.